Okay, now we have some massive operations to do with complex numbers. Starting with question number 7, we have 2i times 4 minus 2i times 1 plus 2i. And here we're going to distribute the 2i. So 2i times 4, 8i. And 2i times negative 2i is negative 2, sorry, actually negative 4i squared. And the 1 plus 2i is just chilling out, relaxing right there, right now. And I'll just simplify this slightly before we move on. You know that I squared is negative 1, right? Because I is the root of negative 1. So if we square that, that's just negative 1. Okay, so negative 1 times negative 4 is positive 4. So negative 4i squared is just positive 4. Great, and now we can FOIL this. We can go first, outside, inside, last. So 8i times 1 is 8i. 8i times 2i is just 16i squared. 4 times 1 is 4. And 4 times 2i is just 8i. Again, so now we can combine like terms. 8i plus 8i is just 16i. Now 16i squared is just 16 times negative 1, because I squared is negative 1, like we discovered, plus 4. And now I can just combine like terms again. 16i is by itself, but 16 times negative 1 is negative 16, plus 4, negative 12. Did I see negative 16? I hope so. Well, that's the final answer. And we can no longer simplify that. So we're going to move on to question number 8. Fantastic. Now we're going to have to FOIL a whole bunch of times. First operation here. The third bracket's just going to wait for now. I'm just going to expand this. 1 times 3, 3. 1 times negative 2i, negative 2i. 2i times 3, 6i. And 2i times negative 2i, negative 4i squared. Times 3 plus 2i, of course. Great, so now I'll combine like terms. We get negative 2i plus 6i, just 4i, minus 4i squared. Now, I squared is just negative 1. So I just already replaced that there. The I squared for negative 1. And negative 4 times negative 1 is positive 4. Positive 4 plus 3, 7 plus 4i times 3 plus 2i. Now just one more operation to go. We're just going to expand everything again. So we're multiplying the first, 7 times 3, 21. And the outside ones, 7 times 2i, 14i. And 4i times 3, 12i. And finally 4i times 2i, 8i squared. Great. Now we can combine like terms. 21 is just going to wait for now. 14i plus 16i is 26i. And I squared is just negative 1. So 21 plus 8 times negative 1, that's just negative 8. 21 minus 8 is 13. So final answer is 13 plus 26i. And that's it.